I am hiding the threatening that I know God and I am not all of God right here. I mean that I am homeless in the threatening and that I am elsewheres created, myself deceased in the threatening. Well, I found myself not being offered food in my house. Yes, but that is where I began eating at all, was in my house. The one who served me the first plate of food that she ate at the table in front of me after I found food in front of me, it's true that I can't help her that she did that to me and she didn't offer me food for the rest of my life. And I know who you are, and you know who you are, but you don't understand your responsibility to myself because you ate in front of me that I was just a guest at your table. I am none higher than me deceased. I get that a lot. You think that I am just lucky to get something better than nothing for what I need for myself, if I need anything at all. Why would I need anything? What would make you aware of that I need something as God? This is fruit punch flavor. You know, like punch somebody. This is fruit punch. You're not supposed to punch somebody because there's food in view. But you're not supposed to eat the food if you're not myself, the soul who is alive in the world. That means all the food is my food. So why is there so much? Why isn't there exactly enough food for me and there's no food in view of anybody else so that you don't look at the food and want to eat it? Well, we have made this the most complicated lifetime I have ever existed in this Godhead. I am ever this Godhead, but I have genitals on me that are illegal, which are female genitals. They are illegal. I can't afford them anymore very soon. And what's wrong with what I'm saying is the stock has been so heavily damaged by the jealousy of the creator of the strangers that I don't really have formed and that I consumed a fork. A fork has to do with that I eat food that is related to myself being an illegal alive Godhead, and I have an unclean death coming on myself because I ate food, because the body didn't hold itself alive without the food. But what's wrong with that is I don't actually need the food for myself to need to be alive here. I have leverage on this Godhead that is holding me alive of the formed world, and the genitals are on myself for that reason. Yes, but you don't know that about me because you glutton the food supply and you're so dangerous that I lost that I was consuming the food was in the leverage. That means I know that I don't have a life without the food, but the food doesn't have a life after myself over myself. I alive the food supply with myself in the genitals. And the genitals have been disaster. Yes, you don't understand myself. You don't know what my genitals are to yourselves. And why would you even ask? That's you being illegal in your genitals, and that's you outside homeless. Well, I am here to say that my fork is deceased, and I'm still eating that I need the food myself. And you don't know that about yourselves is not due. You are due elsewheres in karma, that you know who you are and where you are, and in deceasement, the homeless karma. That means your karma is homeless on all the points, that you are aware of what is homeless about yourself. You're supposed to see it and feel it and know that as God. You're not supposed to actually say, I am God to somebody else. What you know as God, very small. But you have to be content with that because you are yourself until you're deceased in the threatening. Well, I find that you're still in contempt of myself and the stock, and that you still want me to give you food, clothing, and shelter just like you're a soul, and that's no longer in dispute because the food is expired, and that means you don't belong near the shelving in your kitchens, in your housing. You belong outside of the housing because the shelves, shelving, kitchen, refrigerator in the kitchen is deceased. By that the stock is deceased in the threatening to support myself and it's alive of this Godhead.